had this 84 Cutlass. I wanted it so bad. I fucking love that car.
Riding in my rusted belly, running bucket, but I love it. I always said when I get a little money, I turn it into something. Sit down in them seats, felt so regal. First time felt like something. When you hear them 808s in the trunk, you know that Big Lou coming. The first time I heard Outkast was in that whip, that was it. You couldn't tell me Andre and Big Boy wasn't the greatest that ever exist. See, I learned about the game from UGK. I think they taught me well with Pimp C and Bun B as my role models. I can never fail. Wanna put a diamond in the bag when Luda was my favorite rapper. I know he from the Midwest. Shout out Nelly for that country grammar. Back when PD Pablo was only a rapper reppin' Carolina. They came little brother, they came cold when I swore I was coming after. That's something about dropping out 30 minutes, ain't nothing but trees and fields. That's something about listen to coming out hard while rolling on classic wheels. That's something about coming to Papa Lewis' house, he on the grill, flipping burgers, playing the eyes, and close my eyes, I smell it still. Riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. Riding around in my mama
like,
Cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, baby, I'm rolling in that big body, feeling like Percy Miller. Used to make them cars all like a tank. Ain't no limit, I remember getting in the backseat, mama turn the radio, the Fox 99, and we pull up next to the U-Haul Bubble Chevy at the red light on Island Drive. We playing that new Carter 2 track number 3, money on my mind. Back then you would hear Lil Wayne and T-Pain playing on the radio all the time. Although come down south all day long, your ear they claim where they from is better. We don't care. Go back to whence you came when I put that 84 on 24. Shout out T.I. We ain't never scared. Out the window yelling B.I.B.I. Used to play Treville, but wouldn't let us get too close to the dance in school. So afterwards we would go to RJ house. We pull up, he playing that Uncle Lou. That's something about dropping out 30 minutes, eating nothing but trees and fields. That's something about listen to Devin and do while rolling on classic wheels. That's something about driving slow and no 5 up and switch our house with a 4 grill in my mouth. Damn, I love being from the south. I be riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. Riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. I'm riding around in my mama Cutlass, bumming that casting goody, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that m.a.a.d, m.a.a.d, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay.
See, growing up, I never really wanted a luxury car. I always wanted one of the old schools that used to be around the way, man. Them things were just special. My mama had this 84 Cutlass. I wanted it so bad. I fucking love that car.
Riding in my rusted belly, running bucket, but I love it. Always said when I get a little money, I turn it into some. Sit down in them seats, felt so regal. First time felt like some. When you hear them 808s in the trunk, you know that Big Blue coming. The first time I heard Outkast was in that whip, that was it. You couldn't tell me Andre and Big Boy wasn't the greatest that ever exist. See, I learned about the game from UGK. I think they taught me well with Pimp C and Bun B as my role models. I can never fail. Wanna put a diamond in the bag when Luda was my favorite rapper. I know he from the Midwest. Shout out Nelly for that country grammar. Back when PD Pablo was only a rapper, reppin' Carolina. Became little brother, they can't call when I swore I was coming after that. Something about dropping out 30 minutes, ain't nothing but trees and fields. That's something about listen to coming out hard ride rolling on classic wheels. That's something about coming to Papa Lewis house, he on the grill, flipping burgers, playing the eyes. Close my eyes, I smell it still. Riding around in my mama cutlass, bumming that casting goodie, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that MJG, A-Ball, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. I'm riding around in my mama cutlass, bumming that casting goodie, which Dr. 2, that trick daddy too. Trina my lady with me, R.I.P. Pimp C play UGK. Then I'm on my way, that MJG, A-Ball, Juvie, Scarface, 3-6 on replay. Riding around in my mama like, cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama cutlass, baby, I'm riding around in my mama cutlass, baby, I'm rolling in that big body, feeling like Percy Miller. Used to make them cars sound like a tank. Ain't no limit, I remember getting in the backseat. Mama turn the radio to Fox 99, and we pull up next to. What up, what up, what up? Yo, we having some technical difficulties right now. Just trying to make sure we can get everybody on the stream. So I'm trying to get that figured out. So 1 second. But what's up, y'all? It's your boy Viddy Dangerous. Another installment of 1430. If you are watching live, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you could do me a favor while I'm trying to figure this technical stuff out, get in the chat and tell me what did you think of the pop out. That's what the show is about. We're just gonna recap everything, like how we felt about the show and like what this means moving forward. But in the meantime, let us know in the chat. Say what's up. Say how you felt about the show. I'm gonna be moving some stuff around in a second, but just stay tuned. We about to get started. Hey.
Oh, that's what I could do. Let's go on YouTube. Oh, hell.
I was saying, hey. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Oh, am I on?
Yeah, you on.
I did not know. I didn't know you. I thought it was just you talking.
Nah, well, I was, just kind of introducing because I saw we had a few people in the chat.
Hey, chat. I am pulling up YouTube on my end so that I can see the chat as well because I am in the web.
Yeah, we're trying to get just so, just to let the people know what's going on. I just upgraded.
Amen.
Streamlabs Pro. Yeah. So now, but I mean, I don't know how I feel after going through all this. I might not stick with it.
Yes, you will. That's just part of it.
But yeah. So now we're trying to figure out. We're trying to get my boy Justin here. It looks like it changed the code on me again. Yeah, it changed the link. That's why he wasn't able to get in. It must have, because I had to add a new source.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, but does it? That's how I'm feeling right now. It's like, does it make sense? But okay, while we're waiting on Just, how you been, babe? You doing
I've been good.
good?
It's been a week, a weekend. It's been a lot, but I'm
Yeah.
doing great, feeling blessed. Hope you are too.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling blessed. We just had our 2 year anniversary yesterday.
Yay!
2 years
Cheers.
in.
Yeah, it always feels like more than that, but we've done a lot, so
Yeah. See, it's kind of like it feels like more, but then also it feels like hasn't been that long. At the same
yeah,
time,
it's weird.
it's like it's just been flying by a little bit.
It's, it's the weirdest thing, but yeah, mostly because it's all been pinochle.
Yeah, that too.
The world of peanut, yeah.
So yeah, cause we watched the show together, just trying to get our thoughts together about it. Um, One thing I can say for sure, it wasn't just a funeral for Drake. I mean, that was definitely part of it, but
It was bigger than that. It was way bigger than that.
it
It was something
definitely
that
was.
hip hop needed,
Oh,
needs,
facts.
needed. I think everybody needed to know what was real hip hop, not just Drake. Everybody needed to
Hmm.
know
Because this time last year, it was all doom and gloom. Everybody thought it was over.
because it just got too. You got too pop. It got a little too inclusive, if you ask me.
Oh, that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of it. Like I'm a big advocate for bringing back gatekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Me too.
inclusion is cool to an extent, but I think it's like when you have guests at the house and they start to get a little comfortable. Like they start to wear out their welcome a little bit. Like now they feel like they got ownership of everything. They putting their feet up on the coffee table.
Mm-hmm. And not knowing their limits and their bounds.
Hmm.
Then they get comfortable. Hey!
Oh, we got Jeff. Hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna show you in the screen. Yo, what's good, bro? Oh man. Yo, and we literally just got done talking about how it was bigger than just a funeral for Drake. I mean, it was definitely part of it though. We can't deny that. Yo, Zero to Infinite. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you watching. Hold on, yeah, cause I'm still building this like multi-person scene, so I ain't got nobody. I ain't got the little chat box up to let me know when people in here. But yo,
It's
like,
all good.
okay, so now that everybody's here, let's let's get some initial thoughts. Like after watching it pop out.
I can
Like,
go first.
okay.
Um, like I said before, it seemed like something that was really needed. It seems like a big reset for the hip hop culture. I particularly, I'm not going to say I represent, but in the dance culture, I'm from the
Mm-hmm.
dance culture. It mirrors the hip hop culture as far as being an MC.
Mm-hmm.
And we all have our certain levels of what's real and what's not. And we have the same type of politics to where, people try to come in and they try to imitate and they get really popular, but they kind of bypass foundations or they bypass learning about the people who started the movement culture over on my side.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that night made a very clear statement about who is really of the culture, what that looks like, and who is not. Like at first, I thought that the track "They Not Like Us" meant like they not like grown men who like women like us, like they
Yeah.
weird, like they weird, like the P word. But it really is a bigger statement than that to say
Mm-hmm.
they are not like us, like, and that was just a big commercialization type of statement to say you are not the culture and the culture is not you, because they even had people that we didn't even know about, but the underground knows about them. Those people were not like pulled out of the street and didn't have, I'm gonna give you a shot or whatever, which yes, it is giving you a shot, but these
Mm-hmm.
people, I guarantee you, every single rapper that I didn't know about who came up on that stage have been grinding at least 10 years
Mm-hmm.
in the underground, at least 10, maybe 15 or so. And it was a statement about that too. Like what you hear in the streaming platforms and what you see on your TV that's not us.
Mm-hmm.
This is us. So that was my thought overall.
Yeah. What about you, Jess? Like, what was your thought? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is the new Black Anthem.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Let's circle back to that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's come back to that because I
No, I
do
want to
have
circle
some
back to
thoughts on
that.
that too. I definitely got some thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm. It was a coronation.
Yeah.
It was a coronation. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely up there. Yo, that was incredible. Yeah, man.
Stop.
Yo, okay. Because, I tell Martez all the time, I don't like light
We
skinned
got.
niggas.
Oh my god.
Nah, see, like, nah, because I was like, so my initial thoughts, first of all, I just, even, because, like, he's kind of like stomping on the dead body at this point. Like, we not even really worried about Drake and his, that type of stuff. And no, like, the culmination of the, I would call the biggest rap beef in history. Even bigger than Jay Z and Nas. Like I would even say it was even bigger than that one. Like even though that was the culmination of all this, it was just the fact that he used this platform and used that opportunity to highlight the West Coast. Like he could have took it on his back. He could have made it all about him. He could have,
Hmm.
it could have just been a celebration of Kendrick Lamar and his victory and his,
Hmm.
him taking the crown in
Yep.
hip hop. But he used it as an opportunity to unify, the different hoods in LA, to showcase, a new and emerging talent or like artists that's been grinding for years but just haven't had a platform like that to
Hmm.
showcase their talents. He was able to bring the young and the old together. Like it really like put on for the West. And in a show of unity, because I was talking to my boy Camus, who was on the show a couple weeks ago when we were talking about everything that was going on with Summer Jam, with Method Man and kind of like the ageism stuff, right? Like it was just the fact that one of the things I said was, yo, it shouldn't really be that far fetched to have the old school and the new school on the same stage, and it shouldn't be viewed as such an anomaly. And Kendrick proved that at the pop out. Like he proved that you could have multi generational like talents all on one card, and it sound dope. It sound cohesive. So it just kind of it did feel like a cultural reset. Like this time last year, like everything was looking real doom and gloom for hip hop. Like people were just wondering if it was gonna survive another like
It was
5 years,
dry.
let alone 50.
Yeah, it was dry. And he did something that Drake could have did this
Nah.
if if he wanted to, but that was
Oh
never he was never going to do that. Actually, Drake has been putting all his energy into signing people and shutting people down and taking away their moments and taking away their artistry. He was never going to showcase
yeah.
any of these folks.
Oh yeah. Like he was more about self preservation. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Like because for a long time the whole like people looked at it like the Drake stimulus package, right? And I don't want to talk too much about Drake. I'll just say that right now. I don't want to talk too much about Drake because it wasn't really about him. But I'll just say this, like, because it was always looked at as like the Drake stimulus package, right? Like it was always looked like, oh, he's putting on these other cats, but they never really benefited beyond that initial feature for the most part. Like there's only a handful of people you could say were bubbling up, and arguably most of them were already on their way up as it is.
Correct.
He just saw the wave and hopped on it. It wasn't necessarily like I'm trying to use my star power to elevate them. So, and then the fact that like, because Kendrick had no benefit. Oh, I was just gonna say like Kendrick really had no benefit. He really wouldn't got no benefit from showcasing those artists the way he did, or like sharing his moment with everybody else. But he did it for the love of the culture. And like I think that's dope. Like that's the kind of stuff that I feel like could really help hip hop in the long run if more people will learn from that example. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm biased.
Okay.
But
Which
go,
one?
I already know yours. Um, because I'm from the dance community, it was really good to see
Mm-hmm.
my homie, oh my God, come back. Because
Tommy the
I
Clown.
am, yes, because I grew up watching Rise
Mm-hmm.
and all that and seeing like the rise of Crump and all that. And I knew that he has stopped hosting that for a while, for at least 15, 20 years at this point. So to even see that revive and come back up and seeing the kids, I was telling Vinny, like I love seeing them dance. But you can also tell that they don't have the platform or the culture that we had growing up to be able to like cipher regularly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just glad that he's back and he's bringing that environment back. So that was my. I was really excited to see that and like see the little 7-year-old boy dancing it because everybody cheers for the little boy and the little boy
Yeah.
always kills it.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see that kind of come back, I already know Benny's favorite, but that was my favorite, Tommy the Clown,
I had a
because I thought,
couple.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, I thought he was over. I thought he was done. I didn't think he was coming back. Like he was still making moves like here and there, but I
Mm-hmm.
thought he was done with the commercial stage stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy that he bringing it back because he announced that they were starting it back up during the
Mhm.
show, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Battles at the high schools again.
See,
I'm
that's
so
great.
excited. Mhm.
Like, so I had a couple. So my obvious one, just off of the reaction alone, like Tyler the Creator coming out, and
Yeah.
they ain't even announce him. They ain't even announce him. He just said, "Yo, the West. I guess we got all the West here." And then he just started playing "What's Your Name," and the crowd went ballistic. Like I feel like even bigger than Kendrick, I feel like he might have got a bigger reaction than Kendrick, honestly. Like just from what it felt
That
like
one
on
moment,
TV. Yeah, because
the
it was
shock. Yeah.
crazy. I was literally talking to Martez. We were watching it, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't think Tyler gonna be here, but it would be so dope if he was." And then literally right after I said that, he played the track, and like I almost lost it.
Yeah.
Yo, they were cheering so loud, I didn't even know what song they were playing at first,
Yeah.
because I couldn't hear it over the crowd. So just seeing that, seeing the love he was getting, because Tyler's always talked about how he was rejected for a long time, like from the industry, growing up, being different, like being an outcast. Like that was part of the reason why he would lash out as much as he did in the beginning of his career. So just to see kind of come full circle and he get that kind of reaction from where he from, I thought was dope. But I also really enjoyed YG and Mustard coming back together. That was a that was also my favorite part, like one of my favorite parts.
That was college all over again.
Yeah,
Like
cause that My Crazy Life album is still like one of my favorite albums from the last like 10 years, yo. Like yeah,
I wanted to take a shot. I wanted to take a shot,
I
but it was
wanted to
Wednesday.
I wanted a shot of Burnett's. That's how much I want. I want to take it
Yes.
back.
Like damn.
Yeah, so Everclear, nigga, like
Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah, okay. So what about you, Jess? What was one of your favorite ones? I know I got a little sick thinking about Everclear. Just yeah, yeah. Oh, think
I
we
bet
lost
you.
him.
I bet you his laptop. Oh,
Look like he come back.
yes.
Yo, we lost you for a second,
I
bro. Yo, they trying to sabotage the stream, like, bro. Dang.
Straight to it. Straight to it.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Especially that moment with Absol, with everything that he's been through. That seeing Absol up there, like that really touched me because, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot with his health, like losing people. So just to kind of see him, because after listening to his last album, it just you could tell he's been through a lot. So just seeing him up there, seeing all four of them together, one more time, like that was beautiful. And and as a performer, the fact that he did Euphoria with no backing track, rapping a whole 6 minutes straight
Yep.
with no
Yep.
water, and
No breath.
still had another like 10 songs to do after that. It's just
He been. I also realized he was changing lyrics. He changed some stuff.
yeah. I seen a few people point out because at first I thought, I mean, he did kind of slip up a couple times, but it happens. Performing and shit, it
Hmm.
happens. But there was some of it, so I didn't really like clock it at first, but I saw a few people, kind of point out how, because he said, he changed the lyrics about being in a 2 hour time difference
Yeah.
instead of three,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, he lives in Texas now.
Yeah.
So now it's a 2 hour difference from California to Texas than like where he was originally at. So I was like, oh, that's clever. And then, of course, the give back, Pac's ring. I thought that was like an opportunity. Like even when we talk about like hate and stuff, there might have been like a show of grace a little bit when you think about it, because it's like I'm giving you an opportunity. I'm still giving you an opportunity to kind of make this right, and then that maybe we can piece it up, but it's got to be for real. You know, and it's like, I mean, would Drake do it or not? Because
No. He not gonna do it.
okay, well, if he did it though, like I'll pose the
He not
question
gonna
to
do
you:
it.
if he did it, would that would that make up for a little bit of this? Like, would you think that could be a way to kind of redeem himself if he actually was to follow through with that? I think to a certain, at least on the West Coast, I think that would help because a big part of the reason why people united was also the fact that like he disrespected Pop the way he did, and the West Coast don't play about Pop and his legacy, so that unified everybody to get on him. So if he was to do that to try to make amends, that could at least mend some fences between him and the West Coast. But I don't know if it would like.
We're talking about the West Coast here. That's why I say no. Just the West Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast does not forgive.
Mm-hmm. He let that boy know he got too comfortable. You can't get too comfortable. Mm-hmm. Like if he don't try to do something to make amends, it's pretty much done.
He better never go over there. Don't go over there. Nah, they still gonna get him. No, seriously, like back in the day, y'all remember? I mean, we were kids, but like that East Coast, West Coast, it was the West. It was the West who
Oh
took
yeah.
it to death. Who took it? Who took it there? They different.
Now the only reason why I thought, if nothing else, it could be for the money too, because there's still a lot of money to make out in LA. There's still a lot of money to make on the West Coast. Like he's still gonna be touring. Like, is he just gonna completely bypass the whole state of California?
If he was smart. I'm trying to tell y'all, if Drake get popped, it's gonna be on the West Coast. If Drake get popped, he gonna be popped over there. And isn't that what Kendrick said? You better bypass Oakland on your next whatever,
He
right?
said, "I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga."
Yeah, like take that's a warning. Please.
Yo, all day I've been seeing people talk about them lines from the Heart Part 6 and how like, yo, this was so badly put together on so many levels.
Let me look up the lyrics just for my entertainment.
Yeah, they like, yo, bro, it's too much. He doing too much. Bro, I had a hard time sleeping after I heard that shit the first time. I'm not even gonna hold
Which
you.
one?
Meet the Grams.
Oh.
I mean, it was already bad enough. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like in just shock. I'm in shock listening to it, and I'm just uncomfortable. It made me want to go grab my son and hug him. It like,
You lie.
yo, like it probably would have happened if it would have happened if it, but like they wanted to keep it strictly West Coast, because I already know Metro Boomin was itching to get up on this stage. Strictly LA, strictly like the niggas from around there, like. So I get it, but that shit would have been a moment for real. Metro Boomin and Future up there, just play BBL Drizzy on the way out. It would have been hilarious.
It's so bad.
It was.
Yeah, college, 20s. Yup. Yup. And he didn't slip. He did not slip and fall.
That's a professional right there.
Yeah. Man. And they knew Stacy's too. I could tell. That shit hurt.
Yeah.
You gotta break Stacy's in a little bit. Oh, yes.
Cole definitely.
Yes.
Cole was probably there. He was probably there in disguise.
Yep.
See, Cole and Kendrick good. He apologized. He was, Schoolboy Q tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Bro, don't get involved in this." And then they apologize at Dreamville. I was so hard on Cole. I get it now. I really do get it now. Like it was definitely like oh no, this was a snipe move. This wasn't on some friendly competition, bro. I get it.
The only thing is that I'm disappointed by is that I don't know how Cole didn't know he was being used to begin with. I don't know how he didn't see that.
I could see why. Like I could see why he would have why he kind of would have he probably saw it as maybe a way to kind of mend the fences because he's cool with both of them.
Is
So
he though? That's the thing.
maybe he thought it was a way to piece it up. Because originally people tried to frame it like the feature request to get him on first person shooter was like an olive branch, like Drake trying to send an olive branch to Kendrick and try to get all of them, try to do a moment for hip hop to have the three biggest artists of their generation like to come up on one song together, which
Hmm.
like in a perfect scenario that would have been amazing. I feel like that would have even been even more amazing than the beef, to be honest. If that would have been a really great moment. But if
five
it if
years
it came
ago.
from a genuine, not even now, I would say that.
Five,
I would even
five.
say
I
that.
say 5 years ago because Drake has been on the.
I
It
mean,
ain't been
Drake's been on the
Draking.
decline,
It
but
ain't been
Kendrick,
Draking like it used to.
Kendrick's still on his level, and J Cole's actually been on the upward trajectory like the
That's
last
what I'm
few years.
saying. Like because of that, it's weird that Drake would now extend that olive branch because you on your way down.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't
see
know.
it?
I feel like it still could have been like a moment, just kind of like a moment in time type of thing. But if it would have came from only if it came from a genuine place though. And if it
Yeah.
wasn't from a genuine place, that's why Kendrick took it as a slight. It really was that. It's
You
actually
think so?
crazy because the domino effect goes all the way back to Birdman not paying Pharrell for that beat for like back in like 2002.
It's always Birdman fault. Birdman is Ray J of hip hop. It's always Birdman. All roads lead to Birdman.
Birdman or Diddy?
Gator boom.
Yo, he didn't pay Pharrell. That started the beef for Pusha T in the clips, which brought Wayne in it, brought Drake in it. It's like,
God damn, God damn it, Birdman. Uh,
yo, I saw that. That was such a crazy
wow,
clip.
you sound just like him. Just say it again. You sound just like.
That nigga said no disrespect to books, but fuck them books. No disrespect to reading. No disrespect to reading, but fuck books. I was like, damn, bro, they literally said, bro, we want to read. We want books. We want to get educated. He said, fuck that.
Oh, why?
Fuck that getting smart shit, nigga. That's a lesson to all you up and coming rappers listening to this. Pay your producer.
Yep. Oh, I thought you was about to say read books.
Well, that too. Actually, yeah, because this whole battle was this battle was about like comprehension, like reading comprehension, stuff too. Like that. There's a lot of mistakes that was made because niggas don't read. I would just say that. Niggas don't read. Niggas don't strategize.
I was about to say that if you read, then you can do critical thinking. Therefore,
that's what I was all looking for. Critical thinking. Yep.
You can be ahead. That's why it's called Head Start. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Okay. God damn it, George Bush.
Well, see, that's
all right. Put
He's
him on
Canadian.
the list. God damn it, George
Canadian.
Bush. Who is George Bush?
No, Drake.
Oh,
so he ain't even part of the No Child Left Behind shit because he Canadian.
Still, damn it.
They really don't. They have a better education system than us, so it really don't make no sense. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Help me catch up. Which stage?
When Dr. Dre came up and he performed with Kendrick.
Oh, okay. I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna be real. It was the same feeling. Cause look, there's a lot of people that diss. A lot of people diss Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, right? And I think it's a way better album than people give it credit for. But one of my biggest criticisms is the inclusion of Kodak Black. I don't like that he's on the album. I don't like him being part of the narrative that Kendrick is trying to play. No matter how you try to flip it, I still don't like his inclusion for multiple reasons. It's the same reason. I felt the same way about Dre being on that stage. I didn't like it. Like, and I get it though. It's the I guess the difference is I get it because you can't. Dre is an LA legend.
It makes sense.
He's the one that really put Kendrick on the map to where he is now. So I can't I can completely understand why he had to be there. But considering what Drake was accusing, and then Snoop couldn't be there. Snoop said that he was on tour. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. It created a moment though. Like it's hard. It's hard to deny it, but especially considering. Well, let me get this part out real quick. I was just gonna say, considering what Drake is accusing Kendrick of, it was a bad look to have Dre next to him. Just considering that part of the narrative, which is something that he has not addressed. I don't believe that he has to address it, but it is something that he has not addressed. And the fact that Dre is well documented to be, have abuse allegations, but not even allegations at this point. Like he's abused women in the past. Like we know this. So to have him up there with you I think that was the one like bad look to me, of the whole night. So yeah, baby.
No, I agree. I agree, but I knew he was coming. Like you knew he was coming. The whole time we were watching, like Every time another person would come out, on the totem pole, it would get higher and higher and higher. Mm-hmm. And knowing that Snoop couldn't be there, if it's Snoop, Dr. Dre, if Snoop is Dr. Dre, it's one or the other. Mm-hmm. There really isn't another one to kind of pick from. So I feel the same way, but this is me speaking as a woman. Hip hop turns a blind eye to that regularly from the beginning, all the time. So sorry, but that's also part of the culture. It's also part of the culture. So I'm just glad that as a woman, I'm glad that it's even having a conversation right now and that people are even speaking up and saying, because 5 years ago, 10 years ago, would have been like, oh, he a legend, and what is that? That's their business, and that's it's really, they try to keep it real separate. So I could appreciate that the conversation is different, but I don't think we haven't made as much progress to be able to completely remove somebody like Dr. Dre from a West Coast based show.
Yeah.
Also. So it is what it is. He looking old. He was looking old up there. He on his way.
He can hardly move. I can
tell. But
that's when he came up out of from the bottom of the stage. He looked like he was cramping up. I was
it took him a while to get down on that. I know they had to help him get back up from his knee. But he said, "I see dead people." It's just like, he old. Just let him go.
Like when Kendrick was like, "Yo, you got something else to say?" He looked tired. Like, oh.
He said, "Oh shit, I forgot."
I thought we were gonna do that part.
I forgot my cue.
That's part you just hoping like, all right, I did my part. Let me just try to hurry up off the stage real quick.
He said, "Oh, yeah."
I was like, did y'all rehearse that when you said, "Yo, you forgot something," or did he really forget something?
And then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he pretty much crafted the sound that we heard that night.
Mm-hmm. He just isn't. Mm-hmm. Consistent. Mm-hmm.
And m.a.a.d.
Mm-hmm. We getting there. He was having fun. No. Nope. Yep. Exactly. It was like him and that little boy. They was neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
They was neck and neck. They was real happy.
Yo, matter of fact, I seen something interesting. So while he was doing the A minor joint, he's mimicking the dance from what's that song? Hotline Bling.
Hotline, yeah.
And I was like, I saw the side by side video. I was like, damn, this nigga is a menace. Like,
Because you're an idiot. You.
Yo, he was ad libbing the second time he played it. He didn't even have to rap. Like the crowd was doing the verses for him. He just came in every blue moon to say like a line here and there, but the crowd took
Mm-hmm.
care of it the whole time. That's a flex. That's a
Mm-hmm.
like academics like literally the a day or 2 days before the show was trying to. Matter of fact, it was 2 days before the show because he tried to do this on Kendrick's birthday. Basically, had somebody on his live stream, yeah, about the bots, like trying to say that oh well, like every all of Kendrick's numbers are fake. There's all bots. Like I worked with him and all this other stuff. It already sounded crazy. Like I didn't even listen to the audio. I just saw like the headlines, but then I went back and listened to it. Dude doesn't sound credible at all. Like that's talking to academics. But then like that was just a subtle like Kendrick just letting the crowd rap it and like having that moment with the song like going 5 times and getting the same energy every time. That's to him to be like, I guess it's 20,000 bots in here that are just going crazy for this song right now.
Yeah.
Like if it was bots, they wouldn't be able to rap the whole song for me word for word, and I just let them do it. I just rock out on the stage. She was in the crowd.
When are they gonna learn? It was great.
It was great. Shoot, not just the actual diss songs, but then it's the other songs he rapped. Were like his whole set list, and when you really think about it, was a diss to Drake.
It was
Like songs like DNA, Element, All Right. Like he
all of it.
strategically picked those songs because they are
Hmm.
either like have jabs at him, like subliminals, or just subject matter wise, in the
Hmm.
context of this battle, does diss you, like show you don't have the cultural cachet to be able to stand toe to toe with me. Yo, the fact that he did all that too in a hoodie and didn't take off the hoodie the whole time. I know it had to be hot in there. It's LA. It's 20,000 people going crazy. There's fire like coming up from the stage. He got a hoodie on the whole time.
He been working out. He been in the gym rapping.
Yeah, you're not a gang member, bro. You don't need to be up there.
And she probably saved him from a lot of memes. Yeah.
I mean, I could have went up there. Two step. It just you ain't got to throw up no gang signs. You ain't got to see
She
walk, but you could
said,
be up there.
"You are from Ohio, nigga. You got traded here. You lucky I let you out on a Wednesday night."
Come on, let Braun have a little bit of fun. It's the culture. It's the culture.
I can see how in the moment, you really didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like
fair.
it could have been dangerous at any moment, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, like there's no
that it
reports of
wasn't.
like any violence or anything that happened
Yeah,
after the show. And but nah, I think everybody just understood like the magnitude of the night. They understood like this is us trying to show the coast on the best foot forward, right?
yeah. And you don't want to be
And
lame. You don't
yeah,
want to be
like you don't want
lame.
to dampen this moment. Like this is a moment for the culture. This is a moment for the West. Like this is a moment for like the past, present, future of like our sound, our scene. Like you don't want to fuck that up.
Mhm.
Like on some petty shit. Like handle that shit later. Like
Mhm.
tonight is about coming together.
I loved it.
Hold on, what is it? Little podcast lady? She's beautiful, but she was dick. What?
I was digging in my nose. I didn't know you had me. I was trying to clean it out. I didn't know you had me on the screen, but it's my nose. Like I gotta dig in my nose. I do.
Look,
I'm
it's that North
sorry.
Carolina weather, man. It's
I
pollen in
gotta get it
here,
out.
pretty much like 24 every 365, yo. Your nose is gonna be running in the wintertime. It's just how it
But
be out
shout
here.
out to Little Podcast. That means they was there early. You was here early. Amen.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think
Because that was when we first
appreciate y'all.
started.
It's been a pretty good like at least like 7 to 8 people on average have been on the stream, which for a
Yeah.
live stream like it's pretty good. Like I appreciate y'all. Yo, so how y'all feel? Okay, so I know Snoop couldn't be there.
Any other what?
Any other region? Actually, I was gonna ask you that.
Oh, the South.
No, I mean no. I think that's a good question. Well, I'm gonna be real. Like the only other place that would need to do something like this is New York, because the South does this already. When you really think about it, especially in Atlanta, like Atlanta, we kind of do the like Atlanta like puts on for their artists regularly. When you think about it, because I was thinking that too. Like, oh man, I wish I could see this. We see this more. And like, I mean, the West has been through a lot, and the West has had their like ups and downs, especially since like Nipsey passing and Kobe passing. It's been really messed up out there. And then the fact that outside of a few names, you really don't see a lot of people from the West kind of pop off for that long. Like outside of Kendrick, like TDE guys, you don't really hear about anybody outside of like maybe YG. YG,
Yeah.
maybe Ty Dolla Signs, but that's more of on the R&B side. Tyler, yeah. Oh, I did the thing. I like excluded Tyler out of the West Coast conversation. My bad.
Because Tyler is his own
Yeah, he's actually transcended
planet.
the.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, I ain't see that one.
You gotta send us that.
Hey, bro, it's the hood, it's the suburbs, it's the weirdos, it's everybody coming together and unifying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm for it.
That shows that unity right there. You got the gang members with the Steve Lacy's. I don't really know what category I'd put him in, but the alternatives, yeah, like the alternative cats.
Yeah, alternative is a safe word.
Well, shoot, yo, little podcast reacts. Yo, we be down to collab. Yo, hit me up. We'll make it happen.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because Paul Wall was showed up at Meg's concert, and that was
Hmm.
lit. He getting old too, but that's life.
Yeah, that's life. Yeah, like Bun B was up there with one of her shows too. Like at one of Meg's shows,
Yeah.
cause they was rapping International Players Anthem together. So yeah, I mean the South kind of does this already. Like Atlanta, I would love for Florida to do it. There's so many like dope Florida rappers
Ooh,
that
that
don't.
would be lit.
I don't really see them come together like that. Like let's get Trick Daddy with Rick Ross, with Kodak Black, with Uncle Luke, with Trina,
Trina.
with Plies. Like let's just get T Pain. Let's get all of them together on like one show. Like just show the whole. I mean, Florida got a lot of artists that you don't even really realize how many artists are like from Florida sometimes.
Hosted by Lil Duval.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay. I'm not the biggest Lil Duval fan, but it's for Florida. So cool.
it's for Florida. You gotta have a comedian host it.
So the one last thing I was thinking about, like some of the admissions that wasn't at the show, um,
Oh,
because I know Snoop was on tour. Vince Staples came out and said he was on tour, and that makes sense because he just dropped the album like not too long ago. So of course he's on tour. Um, I still thought it was weird that Snoop wasn't there, even though I get it. He had a prior booking, but it just seemed, especially because it seemed like he was very on the fence. Like he was kind of like the other person I was gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about. He was really like not even after the AI shit. I think that's what really like threw people off. He didn't really feel it didn't seem his reaction because that just seemed kind of wild that he wasn't. Yeah, he was real neutral even after that, after the Taylor Made freestyle. So people kind of felt like okay, maybe he was playing both sides a little bit. I mean, he did come out and say like they both my nephews. So it was also kind of like the okay, maybe we shouldn't. Um, he can't pick a side, But I think that's kind of weird. But the main person, everybody had the jokes, like Game.
I didn't even think about him. That's funny.
And it's kind of wild because I actually didn't even think about it until
I
I
didn't think
saw
about him
people
either.
talking about, and they were really just making jokes.
I mean, what would he even perform like?
I mean, he got joints.
Um,
Hate it or love it, he could do One
but that
Blood. Oh, that's hard. He
that's
can't do them songs because 50 on them songs.
that's yeah. I mean, that don't sound West Coast.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he probably can't be there. Yeah, he
yeah. I
probably
don't think he
can't be
got the
there.
invite. I don't think he got the
Hmm.
invite.
That too. I told Vinny that he was seen on. He hit the blogs a couple of years back because he was touching a girl, and she was like 16.
See, I didn't know that. That was wild.
Hmm.
I didn't know that until you brought it up to me.
Yeah, it was that weird stuff. Nah,
And he was like, I mean, people
nah.
was questioning about Snoop, but Game was definitely playing both sides. Yeah, but he was very like antagonistic. Like he went after Ross like immediately after Drake and Kendrick kind of like he like literally the same week after Not Like Us dropped. He disses Rick Ross, and Rick Ross is on Kendrick's side. Been on Kendra's side during this whole thing. So it just seemed kind of weird, especially because it felt like it came out of nowhere. Like, why are you choosing to diss Ross now? Like, Ross ain't had nothing to say about you. He dealing with Drake right now.
I think he was trying to deflect.
He was trying to deflect, but he was also trying to show his allegiance to Drake. But he can't go against Kendrick. He can't go against Kendrick, so he decided to go after the other person that was going at him. So it's like, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not gonna say that I'm on your side, but I'm gonna just go at one of the guys that's going at your head right now.
Yeah. Ugh. So are y'all ready for the video? Because he's shooting it right now, apparently. This weekend. He
shot it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm ready to see it. It's gonna be fun.
I don't know.
I'll be
real. I've kind of been on the fence because there was a part of me that felt like I didn't even want a video for this song. Yeah, it just felt like one of those, like, the song was did everything it needed to do. Plus, after the pop out, it's like you don't even have to do it for the hood now. So I don't even know why you don't have it. Why even make a video? Unless there's something crazy. Like I was telling, see, this is how my brain works. That's why I don't want to beef with nobody, because it could go really bad. So you know the whole, like, fake daughter angle, right? And a lot of people next to Kendrick have been saying that she's real. So I was like,
it is.
I mean, I believe it. Like,
it's not that
far out of the realm of possibility at this point.
It's not a lie.
But I was like, I would have brought her out on stage. I would have tried to figure out, or like, so if in the video, if he has a little girl in the video,
I'm gonna pass out.
That would be like
I would pass out.
You've already won, but you might as well keep kicking the dead horse, you know?
I'm gonna pass out. I'm stomping on your mama flowers.
Especially because that nigga still on IG, like, acting like he on phase. I'm like, all right, bet, we'll see. You on phase?
Like, now you wanna go? Word. I wish. I think everybody knew that, though. Everybody knew to leave Kendrick alone. Everybody knew that.
I mean, if you gonna go at him, you just gotta know. You gotta know who you going up against.
Not Kendrick.
Because Drake acted like the whole time he had like he was sunning him. He had like he was sunning Kendrick, and it's like, if you gonna battle somebody like Kendrick, you gotta really be ready to go there. You gotta make sure your pen tight and your strategy's on point. So it can be done. I'm a rapper, so I'll never say, oh, I'll never go up against such and such. Because if it came down to it,
go down fighting.
Yeah, but like I'm not gonna underestimate. Like, Drake just thought he was too famous, too big, that it was just gonna go his way no matter what. And I'm like, bro, you see who you going up against, right? It's like you got a bear in front of you, and you acting like you gonna treat it like a cat.
Anybody but Kendrick. Now he dropping too fast.
It really went from he got nothing to drop to he dropping too much real quick. Like it was the quickest turnaround that I've ever seen.
Nah, you said.
Nigga, what? Nah, nah, nah. You following through? That's your words, nigga.
Oh my lord. Yes, he's at his son's soccer games where he should have been in the first
Has he
place.
learned his lesson? He's still
Huh?
throwing subs. I mean, has he learned his lesson? He's still throwing subs. He's still throwing shots.
He's throwing subs, but he's being a father.
He's just being very cautious. Now he tiptoeing. He was stomping all over the yard at that point. Now he tiptoeing around it. You know, like,
You ever got your ass beat so bad you want to be a better person? Like, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just go to church. Yep, dad clothes. It's horrible.
oh, it's a rebrand. Matter of fact, I said this. I said
Yes.
this a few days ago. So peep this theory I got. He gonna go away for a little bit, but when he come back, he's just gonna go by Aubrey Graham because in the
Aubrey.
song like that, in the song no not like that, not like us. He says he calls him Drake. He says, "Say Drake, hey you like him young."
Oh, he gonna drop the Drake.
It's like,
Okay,
oh,
got
that
it.
song ain't about me no more. I'm no longer Drake. I am the artist formerly known as Drake, Aubrey Graham.
I think you're right.
And he gonna go pop. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm not part of the culture. Fine, I'm going over there. I'm gonna do pop music. I'm gonna
I'm
pull
still
my
an
Post
artist.
Malone, Miley Cyrus, Justin Timberlake.
Yup. Yup. Mhm. Mhm.
uh, don't rap against Kendrick ever.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Mhm. It'll never be the
yeah,
same.
you part of the culture in all the wrong ways.
Nothing was the same. I'll never forget. I'm sorry. Probably.
I mean, we'll see. I've been hearing rumors about him dropping an album since May. So I'm not one of those people that are rushing him to come back out with nothing. Like,
Mm-mm.
take your time, make the classics. I have no problem waiting a few years for the album as long as it's dope. Most of my favorite artists take a few years, but every time they pop back out, it's worth the wait. So I don't care. But
Show niggas.
so any last thoughts? Any last thoughts you want to give before, about the pop out, about this whole like victory lap for Kendrick in the West Coast?
Congrats to y'all.
Yeah,
Congrats to the culture. I hope it reverberates throughout. And it's a new, you know, new requirements in order to participate. That's what I hope.
And let that be a lesson that we need to bring
Yep.
back gatekeeping.
Yep.
We need to bring back
Bring back.
gatekeeping
Yep.
because you see what we have to do when these outsiders get a little too comfortable in your house. You know,
Yep.
they get a little too comfortable in your house.
Mhm.
They put their feet up on the coffee table
Yep.
and took their shoes off and their socks is all over the place and they eating up all your food and you gotta whoop their ass. So
They
now
gotta
you gotta
leave.
whoop their ass.
Mhm.
So,
Amen.
amen. What's up?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yo, sometimes an ass whooping will bring the people together.
Yeah.
Like we got a
Yeah.
common enemy that we need to stomp on real quick, you know?
Mhm.
But yo, thank y'all so much. This Yo, sometimes it takes a light skinned Canadian to get
Stop.
out of line to bring everybody back together, you know?
I'm done. I'm done.
Sometimes it just take a nigga getting a little out of line to bring everybody. You know what? Let's get together and regulate real quick. Let's get
Please
together and regulate real quick.
don't end with that, because then all the people gonna be thinking they're gonna be like, "Oh, Drake brought the culture together."
You right.
No,
You right.
no,
But
no.
facts.
Thank you. Yeah,
Facts. Yeah. But
but amen.
amen. Amen. But yo, this is our time. ARU Heels.
Yes,
Southside Jus.
Heals.
Yeah, actually I put
Mm-hmm.
both of the Instagram. Your Instagram at HEALS.
Mm-hmm.
Instagrams are in the description. Make sure y'all give them a follow. Make sure y'all follow 1430 podcast on Instagram. And we'll be back next week. But until next time, it's been Dangerous, Martez, Southside Jus. It's been 1430. And until next time, much love.